Hi, my name is Ashley Woods. I am the owner, CEO, and lead web designer of beholdbyashley.com. www.beholdbyashley.com. I decided because of all the questions I get when I service my clients about websites and the startup process, I decided to start podcasting and doing video blogs about certain questions and certain topics. So relating to web design and internet marketing and search engine optimization and things of that nature. So today I'm going to discuss domain names and hosting and who are the best providers. We're going to discuss GoDaddy versus Hostmonster.com. Most people have heard of GoDaddy. GoDaddy is a big thing in this nation and in this country, commercials everywhere, and people believe that GoDaddy is probably one of the best hosting providers that you can get. Most people haven't heard of Hostmonster unless you're really a web designer or did a lot of research to find out about Hostmonster.com. I favor Hostmonster. They have a lot of benefits. They have a lot of optimization for a web designer, for the client. It's just a lot of and the is way cheaper than over the long period, over the long term, over the course of a year. It's cheaper than um, GoDaddy. So my first issue with GoDaddy is the fact that you have to pay for everything separately. Like once you buy your hosting account, then you have to buy the domain name. So those are separate. So you might pay $1.99 for the domain name, I think for the year, and then you'll pay $7.99 a month for the hosting account. You get one free email account, and if you're a small business or a startup business, you want to have probably multiple accounts. So at that time, you want to end up buying more email accounts, so that's like another $2.99 per month. So, and when you bring that all together, you're probably maybe spending by the time you got to GoDaddy maybe between $10 to $12 a month for it, and that's just getting the bare basics. Now, if you need 5 or 6 email accounts, you're seeing like 15, $16 a month. So um, I don't like that because when you go through Hostmonster for $85 for the year, you get unlimited domain names. I mean, you get unlimited bandwidth. You get unlimited email accounts, so you can create an email account every day if you want to, and it's free. Um, your hosting account is 85, so you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. Or okay, well, I forgot to pay this monthly. Now my site's down, and I wonder if I can get it up in time before they erase all of my content and things like that. So I say pay the $85 for the year, and you're done with it for a whole nother year. You don't have to worry about it again. You don't have to worry about your website just going down. And then $85 versus the $12 a month. By the end of the year, you've spent more with GoDaddy than you would have spent with Hostmonster. And my other issue with GoDaddy is, as a web designer, content management systems are a very important factor, also called CMS. They include things such as WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, any kind of simple script type of form like that. Um, this is what web designers use to create a lot of websites. So with GoDaddy, when you're trying to upload a simple script or upload WordPress or any application through them, they always tell you it could take 24 hours before it uploads to the site. And that caused a problem with the web designer on the end. Say you wanted a quick or a rapid turnover on your website. You wanted your website in the next 3 days. Well, your web designer just had to take a whole day with GoDaddy waiting for the content management system to load, so they didn't really get to work on the site because you can't work on the site until WordPress or Joomla or Drupal uploads. And with Hostmonster, as when you get into it, immediately you go into simple scripts, you add WordPress, and they have a little loading bar. It takes maybe a minute before you have WordPress or whatever a content management system uploaded to your site where your designer can work on the site immediately. So, and it saves a lot of time. My other issues with GoDaddy is I don't like the customer service department is not the friendliest. Um, they have there's a variety of so many representatives. Some days you might catch GoDaddy and a representative can walk you through every step. And then another day you'll catch GoDaddy and oh, we don't handle this, this, and this, so I don't know, and things of that nature. Hostmonster, I've never had a problem with customer service. You go in there, you ask them a question, and they're going to do everything they can to make sure your site is fixed and where it needs to be. Also, Hostmonster comes with a lot of free tools like $50 worth of AdWords, a lot of things that are good for search engine optimization after your website is created. Um, GoDaddy is also very slow. I actually had to change one of my websites over to Hostmonster. It was having a hard time loading, because GoDaddy has so many clients. Their service can sometimes get overloaded, so it makes your site run slow. And because Hostmonster is not so well known, they their servers are, I never have a problem with my Hostmonster sites loading. A client of mine ended up having to switch because for a whole day their site was coming up through GoDaddy. It wasn't coming up at all. And then GoDaddy's, response to that was they were having server issues. So because they're having server issues, your website is down and maybe potentially making you lose a client. So um, I would just recommend, when you're doing your starting out process of like looking for a host and who's going to do your domain name, do those things in the same place, because you don't want to have accounts all over the place, like an email account with GoDaddy, hosting through Yahoo, and all that other stuff. Um, Hostmonster, like I said, is $85 for the year, which is well worth it, with everything that is included in it. GoDaddy, if you choose to go through GoDaddy, I mean, it's still not the worst of providers, but it's definitely not the best. Um, and so, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about GoDaddy or Hostmonster or anything like that, you can call either one of the companies, hostmonster.com, GoDaddy.com. Um, as well as, oh yeah, with Hostmonster, when you go to sign up and get to your control panel, it's a one-page thing. You pick out your domain name, you write your card information, you pay for it, and then you write your password, and you're immediately able to log into your control panel. Well, with GoDaddy, you pay for it, and then you have to go inside and launch your hosting account and make sure it matches with your domain name, and then you have to wait, because everything could take up to 24 hours with GoDaddy. So there goes another process when you think you just paid for it and you're ready to start playing with it, and you're waiting on GoDaddy to launch everything. So um, again, I'm a Hostmonster fan, and I don't even work for them, so I'm not getting any money for saying this or anything of that nature. So I just wanted to help you guys out. So, and I get this question a lot. So check out hostmonster.com, check out the benefits, and make your decision from there. But just always be informed when it comes to your domain name and your hosting accounts. And that's it for this topic. Any questions, you can leave a comment.